Hi, beauties. Happy Thursday. Another beautiful, beautiful day. I'm rocking the top knot tonight. Oh no, I don't know what this is. I think it's a turban actually. Is it a turban? I can't remember. But my hair is crazy. I went for a swim today and I did not wash it after because I've got more training tomorrow. And if I was washing it every day or after every training session, it would be freaking horrific. Hi Claire, how are you, my love? So I was just jumping on to do some work and technical issues. So I thought, right, I'll jump on and do a quick live for y'all. I feel like I've been a little bit off on the lives lately, so I wanted to jump in and share some value with you and connect back into my tribe. See how y'all doing. So for those of you who are jumping on who don't know me, my name is Nikki and I am a love coach. I work with women who are ready to fall in love but keep attracting the wrong guys and they don't know why. So we focus on self-connection, falling back in love with self to then be able to attract in their king from that beautiful space and that beautiful love vibration. So if you are jumping on now, please make sure that you say hello in the comments. Tell me one thing you're grateful for today. And if you are catching the replay, then hashtag replay in the comments too, so I know who gets to see this message. So I'm just going to dive straight on in. So I hear a lot from people like clients that I work with and, you know, people when I'm having consults and stuff, that one of the biggest struggles, hi Tanya, how are you, beautiful? One of the biggest struggles that they have is learning to trust themselves. Hi Nerida. Hi everybody. If you're jumping on, make sure, yes, you say hello and tell me one thing you're grateful for in the comments. So I hear a lot is that through what they've experienced and gone through, they've forgotten how to trust themselves and they worry that they're not going to make the right decision when they do start dating again, or they worry that they're going to choose a wrong man again. And, oh, look, I totally get it. And I've totally been there. I've experienced that myself. But the key for this is realizing that at the time that you actually allowed said person into your life, it doesn't necessarily mean that you were choosing a bad person. You were just in full trust. So essentially, you were believing what was being said to you. You were believing what you were seeing. And then often, you know, sometimes people show their true colors, and it's not what they lead you to believe. But that's not actually your fault. Like, it's not actually something that you necessarily have a huge amount of control over. But what happens is you fall into that experience and it doesn't turn out how you want it to, and then you start doubting yourself and you start questioning yourself and how do I trust? I don't know what to do. Like, what if I choose another guy who's a jerk or he's abusive or treats me like shit? Like, what if I fall into this trap again? And the biggest key with this is that the more that you get to know yourself, hi Christina, hi Renee, the more that you actually spend the time to get to know yourself before even considering jumping back into anything else, the more that you are going to know your inner voice, your intuition, and that inner guidance that's going to fucking yell at you and scream at you, no, run, run, run. And the more that you get to know yourself, the more confidence you have in yourself, you learn to trust yourself a lot more, and you'll listen to those nudges. You'll listen to what your body is telling you, because your body never lies. And what I often, work through with my clients is that we really start working and focusing on getting to that space where you can really tap into your inner wisdom and your inner voice. And it's essentially when someone asks you a question, the very first response that comes into your head is your intuition. That's your guidance. But what often happens is that we get that thought, we get that nudge, and then we question it with this. our mind comes in and starts playing these games with us, making us doubt ourselves, making us doubt what is actually coming through us, and going, oh no, because fear comes in, and oh, but what if, I'm sure, like, I've been in situations where I'm like, I know this guy is not good for me. My body was screaming at me, this is not good for me. But my head was like, but what if he is the one? What if there's nothing better out there? What if, you make a mistake and you push away someone who's amazing? And sure enough, every time that I've gone against my intuition and my inner guidance, it hasn't worked out. My intuition was right. He was a bad egg, and I could have just listened to myself in the first place, and I would have avoided a lot of crap. Alas, it's not as easy as that often. So yes, we have these journeys and these things, like the same thing will keep happening until you listen, until you learn. So a really beautiful way to really start connecting back to your intuition and your inner voice is through meditation. Meditation is phenomenal. Seriously, I cannot preach this enough, that it benefits your life in every single way. And when you create that stillness, when you sit in that stillness, it allows you to be able to connect with your inner voice and hear what is coming through for you. And when you do that, so now I'm at the point where I will be asked something, or something will be asked of me, and I can close my eyes and tap into, I don't even have to close my eyes. I can tap into that and just hear that nudge, and I know the answer straight away. But it takes practice. You have to really commit to the practice and trust. And the best way to build self-trust and trust within ourselves is to actually start listening and trusting. It's like anything, to build confidence, it's to step up in confidence. To get stronger, you have to start exercising. We want to build this muscle. So the more that you do it, the more that you practice it, the stronger that muscle will get. That's the best way to start doing it. So start tapping into it. If you get asked, say someone asks you to go out for coffee, is there a best time of day to meditate? No, it's whatever feels right for you. You could do it in the morning, you can do it at night, you could do it both. Like, there's absolutely no set rule. Just doing it at any time is going to be beneficial. I love meditating in the morning because it sets me up for the day. It calms me, and it just kind of clears everything for me, so I can start the day with a really clear mind. But then I know people that love meditating at night before they go to bed because it helps them sleep. So it's really entirely up to you. I've lost my train of thought now, what I was talking about before that. I think it was about building the muscle. So just stepping into that, that's right. So next time if someone asks something of you, and I'm super grateful to have finally listened to my inner voice. Yay, awesome, Tanya. If someone asks something of you, check in and notice. Bring your awareness, and it's all about awareness, to what is going on in your body when something's being asked of you. If you feel like you want to say no, but you catch yourself saying yes, then the best way to overcome that is to say no. Is to start trusting that inner guidance. Start trusting what's coming through initially. Bringing your awareness to that, bringing your focus to that, and then trusting and actually you saying what your body is telling you and your intuition is telling you. I feel like my fears crowd out my intuition, and so my first thought is fear-based. Yeah, cool. So essentially, your fear is telling you a story that your first thought is fear-based. It's not. Trust your intuition. Trust that first thought. Because it's your ego mind trying to tell you. You're playing tricks on yourself. It's amazing what this does. I play tricks on myself every day, especially with my training. Like, I'm training for Ironman. Today in the pool, or no, was it the other day in the pool? I can't remember. It was, most of my sessions actually are running the other night. And I'd be like, fuck, I don't want to do this. This is fucking shit. I hate this. Oh, it was really windy. That's right. It was really, really windy at running the other night. And the set was 10 400s with a 100-meter walk, then a 100-meter sprint, then a 100-meter walk between each. And I was just like, holy moly, that's a massive set. I got around the first kind of 4 and was like, this is shit. Like the wind was full blowing against me and driving me nuts. And I was like, oh, I don't want to do this. This is fucked. I'm only going to go to halfway. Like, that's it. I'm only going to go to halfway. And then I'm going to stop. I'm only going to do 5. So I got to the 5th and I was like, oh, look, maybe just try one more and just see how you go. Oh, okay. Got that done. Oh, maybe just one more. So these are the tricks that I play on myself to get me through the set. Otherwise, I would just give up. And if I just keep it, oh, just one more. Oh, just one more. Oh, just one more. Then I got to the end of the set and it was perfect and it was done. And I felt amazing for it. But this is the power of the mind and how much you can actually play and trick yourself with your own thoughts. It's crazy. Incredible. So yeah, Nerida, that whole, my fear is, what was it? Your fears crowd out your intuition, so your first thought is fear-based. That is your fear telling you that your first thought is fear-based when it's not. So trusting that initial, nudge, really getting clear on that. And if there's a decision that you're trying to make, drop into meditation and ask yourself the question and trust what comes up and take action on that. Not what's going on in here, what's happening in here. Yeah? So I hope that gives you some clarity around trusting and learning to trust yourself again. It's a big one, especially when you've been hurt, when you've experienced stuff that makes you doubt your own ability to make the right decision. And we forget that everything we need is in here. It really is. You don't need any external stuff to be telling you what to do or what decisions to make. Going back to trusting what's inside and it never steers you wrong. It can never steer you wrong because it's you. You know what's best for you. So, my loves, I hope that helps anyone who may be kind of going through or experiencing this a little bit at the moment. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to pop them in the comment. I love this topic. I'm actually doing a live event here in Brisbane on trust and vulnerability on the 13th of October. So I'm so looking forward to that. If you're in the area, come along. It's going to be juicy as. And we go really deep into this stuff as well in the 7-week program. So really learning to get back to that space within yourself where, you know what's best for you. You know what's best for you and trusting that. And as I said, just starting to practice that. Just start practicing it and just start small. It doesn't have to be a massive thing that you're making a huge decision on. Just choose one thing. Someone asks you out for coffee. Do I want to go for coffee? No. Okay. No, that's a no. And just start using it that way. And then you can really start building it up into other areas, larger areas. When you go out dating, do I actually really like this guy? Yeah, cool. Okay, let's explore it. No, I don't. Okay, cool. Cut it off. And trusting that there is going to be someone else that comes along, because there always is. There's fucking billions of people on this planet. Trust me, there's someone out there for you. All right, my loves, I'm going to sign off and hopefully my computer is going to let me get this work done for my girls and my program because they're waiting on stuff. But yeah, I hope you have a